Hi everyone, Aiden here at the etrailer. Today we're taking a look at and showing you how to install these Konig XD-16 tire chains here on our 2017 Chevrolet Silverado 2500. It's going to be one of the easier chains to install. First thing you want to do is lay it out and make sure nothing's tangled. Once you've done that, you can verify that everything's in the proper orientation. We have an opening here in the middle of the chain. That's where our tire is going to sit. And then this coated cable is going to be behind the tire. In addition to that, these cross sections that connect to the cable are going to have a smooth side and a more hooked abrasive side. We want that hooked abrasive side face down because once we make our connection up top, that'll be touching the tire. Then we can feed the chain behind the tire. I'm going to make sure that this end with the tensioner is on the other side that I'm not feeding behind, just because it makes it a little easier to fish this out and around. There's just less to get tangled up. We can grab this from the other side and kind of pull everything to the front. And when you're doing this, try to find those 2 points for the tensioner. This is where our opening was. And you can grab the cable on either end, bring that up into the wheel well, and make our first connection with the stud and the catch right there. Now don't let go yet. Try to drape the chain out in front on either side and connect this red hook to this red link. It's a bit of a snug fit right there, but if you can get it, that'll help you out a lot, because from here we can just get everything centered up and not have to worry about the tire chain falling down. So just go ahead and check on that. These cross sections should be in the center of the tire, so you can use that as a point of reference. And everything here is looking pretty solid. So I'll move to the bottom where we have our catch for our tensioner, as well as the length of plastic chain here and the chain right there. Feed that through the catch and give it a good pull. You'll see that that spring expands, and this sort of acts like a ratcheting mechanism to hold some tension there. I'm going to feed this through one of our red hooks here. You may need both, or you might not need any. It just depends on how it fits your tire, because this does fit a variety of tire sizes. And then drape this across to this section of chain here, hook it in place, and that's going to pull some of the tension out. At this point, everything's looking pretty good. Recommend, of course, installing them on the other side, but then drive over them a few times. Come out and check on the chain and see if anything's settled in. If it has, chances are it's probably a little bit looser and you may need to tighten things up. After that, though, you're ready to hit the road. Now, moving into the tire chain, we can see it's a D-shaped link. That's going to give us a good amount of bite on ice, but still give good traction for snow too. It's a good all-around, kind of middle-of-the-road chain. Not super aggressive, but also not super mild. It's a diamond pattern. You can kind of see that pattern in this section of the tire here. That's going to give you good contact over the road, be a little bit of a smoother ride quality compared to ladder pattern. And the actual link itself is a manganese nickel alloy construction. That's going to be a little bit more durable than low carbon steel, so it can expect it to last a bit longer. This does come in a carrying case. This is able to carry both your chains and any accessories that come with it pretty easily. It's a pretty good bag, and I think it should hold up pretty well over time. I sometimes recommend plastic totes just because they are water resistant, so if you do have any moisture on there, you can kind of make sure it's not going to seep through the bag and into your car. But it's really up to you. I think this one's going to do just fine. And the fact that this chain has the tensioner built in is great. You don't have to get underneath the car and go behind it to make any connections in the back. You can kind of stay, for the most part, off the ground if you are in those bad conditions and not have to worry about forgetting a tensioner. It's all built in right here to make for a pretty good chain experience. I think if you're looking for something that's going to be a good all-around chain, easy to install, this is definitely a good fit for your Silverado. Thanks for watching.